on, my home studio engineers? Thank you so much for checking out the Home Recording Network. And as some of you guys may know, I recently released a video about the differences between Logic and Luna. I switched over from Logic to Luna and have been using Luna for about the last 6 months. And to be honest, I was completely loving the product. And that was until I ran into some issues. So not too long ago, I opened a project and was ready to start working on it. And I hit play and something didn't sound right. So let me just show you this. It's my mix, but there's like no drums. There's like no top end. Something had gone wrong here. So I did some digging and found out what that was. Now, after some research, I found out that every instance of virtual mix rack had basically gone haywire. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. So if I open virtual mix rack on my mix bus, look at these settings. They're crazy. I would never do this. So the low pass filter is filtered off everything above 2K. So I have no idea what that's there for. So if we turn that off like it should be, some top end starts coming back. There's 10 dB taken out at 60. 10 dB taken out at 600 hertz. And I wouldn't even have revival on during the mix. I don't know why these settings are like this. So it's crazy. I mean, it's just insane. It seems like someone went in and actually changed these settings around. Now, keep in mind, wherever virtual mix rack is in my mix, this problem occurs. So if we go to the drum bus, I use this trimmer plugin to maybe shave off a little bit of gain before going into my compressor. But it's all the way down like 12 dB, right? It's why the drums are non-existent. Now, I can go in and change all those settings back, but there's one problem. Now, I'm going to close Luna and reopen and show you what happens. All right, let's open this project up again. All right, so we have our project back open, and let's go over to virtual mix rack. All the settings are just back where they were. So I really can't use virtual mix rack in my mixes, or at least that's what I thought. So of course what I did was reach out to Luna support. And by the way, I'm noticing some other things that are wrong too. I had this plugin bypassed when I closed the session. It is no longer bypassed. That's another unrelated issue. But let me tell you what support said. So UAD support got back to me pretty quickly, and they basically told me to reinstall the product using the Slate Digital Connect app. The only problem is I don't use the Slate Digital Connect app. I use a different application for my everything bundle. So I let them know that. But what they also told me to do is to contact Slate Digital about this support issue as well. So of course I opened a ticket with Slate as well. So after talking with the Slate support team, they said Luna is not officially supported by them, but they did have a workaround, which was to uninstall VMR and install an older version. But this would mean I wouldn't get all the latest plugins. So with my all access pass, I get every new plugin when it comes out. I get to try it out and use it. That's what I pay $15 a month for. So he said this would work if I used an older version. I just wouldn't get some of the newer plugins. So I tried it out, and yes, everything kind of went back to normal, but I was then missing out on a lot of the newer plugins that I had been using. So all in all, since this last update, I've run into numerous problems with Luna, this just being one of them. And up until now, I hadn't had any problems. I was working along, like I said, for about 6 months, and I was just loving the product. But then all these issues came about, and it took some time to get through them. And with Logic, what I've been using for the past 15 years, I can't remember ever having a problem like this. Now, I love everything about Luna. I like a lot of the differences, a lot of the advantages to this DAW are great. I talked about them in my last video, but I can't afford to open my project or a client's project and have something be wrong or screwed up, for lack of a better term. The software is just still very young, which is what everybody told me when I started using it. But I didn't see any issues for the longest time, so I didn't think twice about it. But right now, what I think I'm going to do is hold off for a few months, maybe even a year, because I think they still need to work out the bugs. Like I said, when you're recording clients, this stuff can't happen. You can't have someone come in to record and not be able to record them or anything like that. So I think I'm going to hold off for a little bit. I can tell you one thing that I will still use Luna for is drum editing. That has been a time saver. Logic is horrible with that. And that's the thing I hated most about Logic was their flex time algorithms. So I will still be using Luna for drum editing. I just don't think it's ready for me for a full production. Now, I love Universal Audio as a company. I think they're doing something great here. They're going to come out with more features for this DAW. As they come out with those features, I'm sure there's going to be bugs and they'll have to fix those. So that's kind of why I want to hold off, just so I can not be one of the guinea pigs, testing this. And God bless you if you want to be one of them, and they need those types of people. But I'm just not going to be the one to do it because I want to get work done and I don't want to be fixing problems all day. And like I said, because they're so new, this stuff is going to happen. There's going to need to be bug fixes. There's going to be complications with any young product. But for me, these issues have shown me that it's just not a reliable enough platform for me to use as of yet. Although there's things that I can't stand about Logic and there's things that I can do quicker in Luna, Logic just works. So I'm going to go back to that for now and keep mixing. And like I said, keep checking out Luna and staying updated so that I can try it out again in the future. That's all I had to say. Hope you guys gained something out of this. Happy mixing. Hey guys, if you like this video, be sure to download your free Ultimate Home Studio Mix Guide with your go-to EQ and compression settings for all your tracks. And also be sure to register for my free online mix training that I hold a couple times a week so that you can learn how to make radio quality music from your home without breaking the bank.